It's been nearly 5 months since DJ, dancer, and television personality tWitch's Boss died by suicide, just weeks after celebrating his 11th wedding anniversary. The news came as a shock to his friends, fans, and family. And Hoda, I know you got to sit down with his wife, Allison.
Allison is such a lovely human being. Allison Holker Boss is a pillar of strength. She's raising 3 young kids without the love of her life by her side. And now she is opening up for the first time about her loss and how she is honoring Stephen's memory. tWitch's Boss danced his way into the hearts of America alongside Ellen DeGeneres for 9 years. His first big break came appearing on the hit TV show So You Think You Could Dance, where in 2010 he met the love of his life, fellow dancer Allison Holker.
Will you marry me?
Yes. Our love was magical.
Yeah.
And it was so real. And I think that's the hardest part about all this. The way we loved was so big, and he made you feel so seen and heard. And one of our really dear friends said it best, that Twitch was an experience. And if you got to have that experience, it was something special.
Just 5 months before Twitch died by suicide, he co-hosted the show with me. Look who's getting our party started. We call him Twitch. Stephen Twitch Boss. I still remember so vividly when he hosted with me, Allison, and he walked in the studio and the lights went on. That's what happened. And I watched him walk in. I watched him greet every person. I watched him sit on that set. I watched him delight in every topic, every person, every detail. Does the name Dr. Tommy Tonia Stewart ring a bell?
Yes. Yes.
Well, we hear Dr. Stewart is a legend. Guess what? We tracked her down. Come on out, Dr. Stewart.
There would not be a Twitch without Dr. Stewart. Like
Dr. Stewart. He just said, I can't believe y'all did this for me. And he kind of nuzzled into her. He never forget where he began.
I'm a kid from Montgomery, Alabama, and now all of a sudden I'm sitting next to you right now, and it's just, it's from teachers like that.
He never forgot that, did he?
Never. Yeah. I remember watching that, and even you guys together was so beautiful and so magic. It was like, it was so fun and vibrant, and he lit up every space that he ever was in.
Navigating life as a single mom, Allison takes it one step at a time with 14-year-old Wesley, 7-year-old Maddox, and 3-year-old Zaya. I'm looking at you and you seem very strong to me. I don't know what you're like on the inside. Is that for you, for the kids, for the world?
I think it's for all of that.
Yeah.
I don't really have any other choice but to be strong. Because it is me with those kids, and they deserve someone that's strong. We're being there for each other. We're looking after each other, having those hard conversations.
If you feel comfortable, what kind of questions are they asking you about what happened?
Well, first off, they just ask, when is Daddy coming back? And that's a really hard one, because you feel like you've had the conversation with them and really, to the best of your ability, explained where he is now. And so then, as a mom, you think, okay, we had that. And then it'll be a couple weeks later, but does he come back when he's older? When Daddy's older, he'll come back.
It was such a shock to the country when the news broke. That's one of those stories that's not right, because he was the megawatt smile, the guy who was dancing, always happy.
I still feel like I'm like the rest of the world, where I'm still shocked. No one's ready for that moment. And there's no one that saw this coming. No one. But I feel so sad that he was so there and we weren't in the knowing. People say a lot of what were the signs, and he really wanted to be everyone's Superman. He said that a lot.
Everyone's Superman?
Everyone's Superman.
There's a stigma when someone takes their own life. Tell me about how that sits with you.
There's a large stigma that comes with it. I just think we need to find a little bit of grace.
Have you been on the receiving end of things that weren't quite so graceful?
It's interesting. The word widow is hard, and it's never easy when you hear it, but I had 13 years. I got 13 years with one of the most magical humans. And I learned, oh, I'm sorry. I learned so much about love and gratitude. And so my commitment to him is to still move forward from that, because I talk to him every night.
You do?
I talk to him every night. And it's different every night. Sometimes it's just like, I took the kids to school. Other times it's a little bit deeper, a little more heavy. But at the end of the day, I talk to him and I tell him, I'm gonna do this for you.
That legacy includes the Move with Kindness Foundation. Allison and her family partnered with the LA branch of the National Alliance on Mental Illness to bring awareness to mental health. Talk a little bit about what you're doing and how you want your husband's name and legacy to live on.
What I would really love is to bring awareness to mental health, open up the conversations, but to hopefully help people to feel comfortable asking for that help. I really do want to make an impact on behalf of like someone I love so much.
And Jenna, she tells her kids that their dad's up in the stars, and she said she walked in their room one evening and they were peeking out the window, and she said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Oh, we're talking to Dad." So they're keeping him alive, and of course, you know, if anyone is feeling scared or alone, there is a suicide hotline that is very important for people to know that they can contact. Yeah. And also next week, guys, the Boss family will receive the Heart of a Champion Award from the West Side Los Angeles chapter of the National Alliance on Mental Illness to honor tWitch's legacy. So all thoughts and prayers go out to that beautiful family.
Sure do.
Yeah.